I am not here to waste your time. This is everything we'll need to make our bread, our pizza crust, empanadas, pita bread, everything. In the order of things that you probably already have in your home, we're going to need water, salt, sugar, flour, and yeast. You can go ahead and grab a tablespoon and let's begin. We're going to start with some warm water because the bowl is cold, so we don't want the water to be too cold. We're going to put in a tablespoon of our sugar, mix it on up, then let's go ahead and add our yeast. After we get this all mixed in nicely, we can start incorporating our flour. We're going to slowly start adding our flour. You can use a sifter if you want, but for the sake of using as little tools and ingredients as possible, I'm just going to be throwing it in and mixing it up. Just take your time. Just keep slowly adding more flour, mixing it up, slowly adding more flour and mixing it up. If you do have a mixer, you can use this here. It is going to end up quite thick, so you won't be able to use it later, but in the beginning stages you can. Now we're just going to let this sit and let the yeast activate for, I believe, like 10-15 minutes. Go ahead and set yourself a timer and let it sit. We're back and she has risen. Let's add our tablespoon of salt, get it mixed in. As you can see, it is a bit thicker. We're going to do the same thing as before, add in a bit of flour, mix it up, add in a bit of flour, mix it up. It is going to start getting very thickums, okay? And that is exactly what's supposed to happen. Yep, take the cardigan off, gonna need that strength, gonna need to get in there. Just keep mixing till it gets very thick and it starts getting stuck to the spoon, stuck to basically everything.
Unhinged.
Sensory issues are real. This is where you want to start kneading the dough. So it's going to be a little bit sticky, not sticking to your hands too much. And now we'll set a timer for another 30 minutes. We'll come back, we'll add a little bit more flour, do a bit more kneading, and then we'll cover it once again and set another timer for 2 hours. Ah, look at that. It's time. We're going to place some flour onto the counter and we're going to scoop our dough out and start forming whatever we're trying to make with our dough. Today we're making 2 loaves of bread.
Feels like cotton.
If you have a scale, great. If you don't need one. But we're going to use one today, and each loaf is going to be about 400 grams for a big loaf. And now we're going to shape our baguette, our bread loaf. I'm not going to speed this up. I'm going to leave this in real time just for you to see technique, for you to see how it comes together. This is something that you learn over time. If it comes out looking a little funky your very first time, please don't feel bad about it. The bread is still going to come out great. It's still going to taste great. Over time, it just visually, you will get better and better with crafting and forming the dough. I just don't want anyone to get discouraged because I know how I can be a perfectionist, and I'm sure others can too. Next, we're going in and we're going to let this rest for at least another hour. It's going to spread, rise, get nice and big for us. And if you want it even bigger, you can let it rise even longer. We let ours rise for about an hour and this is what we got. She looks beautiful, I know. Moving on to the 2 optional steps. Scoring the bread, as you can see, super easy to do. And then also including a bit of shallow water in the oven for the bread to get some steam. About a cup of water is just fine. At this point, you can preheat the oven to 400 degrees, and when it hits 300 is when we're going to put the bread in. We're going to let this baby bake for 30 minutes, and when she comes out, yeah. Please keep in mind that you can make whatever you want with the dough. If you don't feel like having bread, if you want pita bread, if you want to make some little stuffed empanadas, if you want to go ahead and make a pizza crust with the dough, you absolutely can. The options are seriously endless. It is a crowd pleaser, great for hosting, and just a great way to stop eating out and buying that bread that's killing you outside. I hope this helped anybody. Make sure you leave your comments down below if you have any questions, if I left anything out, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.